You see, I'm very optimistic, and I'm calling a spade a spade. Let me tell you the fact. It's a fact, factual, whatever it is. Nigeria is dead. I can never raise. Can never. That is for God. God himself is tired of Nigeria. Let me tell you one thing. It's in the Bible. Solomon's kingdom was what? Divided, was torn into pieces. Nigerian government is torn into pieces. That is a fact. Biafra will go, Yoruba nation will go. I'm rooting for Yoruba nation. So if we say I'm a future leader of Yoruba nation, I claim it. I'll forget it. That's a fact. Let me tell you one thing. Before you guys were born, that are even older than me, you will be prophesying good things for Nigeria. You will be saying Nigeria will be better. That's number one. Number two, before you guys were born, that are older than me, they'll be telling you that you are the leaders of what? Of tomorrow. People that, Pastor Shola, you are older than me now. And they told you that you are the leaders of tomorrow. Leaders of tomorrow now, they are even great-grandparents right now. Leaders of tomorrow, they are great-grandparents. So why? You see, it's a common sense. Don't waste your time speaking faith. Speak faith into your own life, personally. The only achievement in Nigeria right now, hello, everybody. The only achievement in Nigeria is individually based. In Nigeria, you are your own president. When you build your own house, you have your own borehole. Ordinary.
Wherever you're watching from, this is Maiyegun live. Share the broadcast and let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. Thank you for joining me. Ladies and gentlemen, we had our rally in Glasgow today. And also today, there happened to be the 50th birthday of Oloye Sunday Igboho. It was a great day today. But as much as I want to share that with you from the beginning of this broadcast, yes, we will be going more into the eastern Nigeria. That is the Biafra land. I have a lot to tell you on that. But you know what? Share the broadcast. Invite your friends. Invite those who are not even friendly friends. Tell them, Maiyegun today. Thank you. Wait till you see the gift I got today on this program from the Biafrans. And I am so I couldn't wait to put it on. And you must have seen the picture. Share the broadcast. Let me tell you a little bit about it today. To everyone who came out today, especially those I can remember their names, I want to personally say thank you to all of you. I know you're watching right now and you are smiling. Yeah? You see, the first person I'm going to actually say thank you after saying thank you to all of you who made it to that venue today. I want to say thank you to Koiki. Say thank you to Lady Sophie Faye from Edinburgh. Say thank you to our own man, Prince Jejeman. Say thank you to our big mommy as well, who came from London. You saw a video on Maiyegun's Diary Politico today and a message. They all traveled down from London. Today, also, I met the real IPOB Biafran scribe, the real people, the engine room of Biafra, people living in Glasgow. Today, I met the real people, and I know they are watching too. So, not just that, I met a very young gentleman who chose not to appear in our broadcast. He is from Borno. And in fact, yeah, he was so happy that we had the opportunity of meeting flesh to flesh. Ladies and gentlemen, today was a success, and I'm so grateful to everyone who made that happen. Again, tell them, Maiyegun today.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá ayé ẹ̀sùnra yìí. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Ayé ẹ̀sùnra yìí.
Princess, people were asking for you. When people were talking to me at the venue in Glasgow today, and they were sharing their experience, one of the things that people appreciate a lot about Maiyegun's Diary Politico is the kind of comradeship, kind of, this level of unity that has made so many people on the other side to call it a mirage. Oh, maybe Maiyegun is just taking advantage of you. Oh, he's just social media this. People were so happy to see Maiyegun in flesh and to say it to my face that you may not know what you are doing. You may not know how many lives you are touching. The fact that you were so open that the Yorubas, the Hausas, even the Fulanis, the Biafrans, the TVs, the Jaws, everyone feels so comfortable to take your message in, not because of the bashing of the criminals, but because of the historical evidence in your presentations that has opened up people's mind to help them to understand Nigeria to some extent in order not to continue to shadow box, trying to find a solution to something that is deliberately made or put together never to work. So when I do things or talk about things, most of those who never believe or imagine this happening, some said I should be looking into taking it to the next level. What does that mean? Being able to actually identify as a real figure that, as they call me, Maiyegun, the unifier, right? That people will likely listen more. The fact that your neutrality that cut across every strata put you in that post. And I said, thank you so much. In fact, I am more than honored with those good comments. But the only thing I picked out of that is that, really, so people actually listen, not just watch, they actually listen. And in fact, they are beginning to act on many of the exposés that we have managed to bring to light. That is my own consolation. And I have to say thank you to all of you, those who haven't met me or those who haven't really seen me face to face. It's not really a big deal, but as much as many of you are so happy, Maiyegun, this is you. Maiyegun, you have no idea. Oh, you have no idea. I am personally happy that, yes, there are actually souls behind every number you see on Maiyegun's Diary Politico. When you see 1,000 people watching, there are actually souls. When you see 5,000 people watching, there are actually souls that are not just watching, including their family. And one of the things, Sister Bola, who lives in Glasgow, I met Uche, I met Victor. And Victor, if the missus is watching, I hope you delivered my message. I sent you to say hi to her because she sent you to say hi to me, and you delivered that. I hope you delivered mine. And to every one of you that I can't, remember your names right away. Again, you are the reason why I am still turning on the camera, and the reason why this is worth doing. We can't keep quiet simply because we haven't become victims yet. When something happened to the Shiites, and you can tell that extrajudicial killing of people is illegal, it's completely illegal. You can't say because you accuse me of a crime, and the next thing is to shoot and kill me, and there is no consequences. And that's why we said those who do that in such environments, they will do it again and again, since they are never punished until it will get to your door. And that will be the moment you too will begin to scream, injustice, injustice, injustice. Listen, I am so young, of a very young man. In January next year, if I am lucky to live that long and even longer, which I so much positive I would, right? But if I'm that lucky, I'll be 37 years old in just about 3 months away. But let me tell you this. I have lived long enough to see through people's frustration within the enclave of where I grew up, Yoruba land, where people have been pushed to that brim and they came out and said, we would rather break away from Nigeria. I'm talking about the late 80s and then early 90s, towards the end of the 20th century. Yes, I witnessed that. Today, that people are preaching one Nigeria, why atrocities are being committed in different parts of Nigeria, and people choose side to say, well, I'm not affected. Say about you look at what they are doing in Eastern Nigeria, and they said, well, it's caused by the IPOB. And I'm like, are you actually aware that what they are doing in Eastern Nigeria is that they have declared state of emergency already? Some of you just don't have an idea. There's already a state of emergency in Eastern Nigeria. There's already a state of emergency in northwest of Nigeria. There's already a state of emergency in northeast of Nigeria. North central of Nigeria, Kogi, Benue, what do you call it? Kwara. They are no longer safe. You have 6 geopolitical zones. So there are already crises everywhere. But people choose which one they want to call important. When the crisis in the north, as it is, orchestrated, sponsored, financed by these criminals who also call the shot in government, right? The crisis in the north, stationed in the north, right? The crisis in the south, scaled up in the south, all this managed by the same character who are telling you Nigerian unity is not negotiable. And that is the fraud that every one of you watching me right now, should begin to ask questions. How can a country be, or country's relationship, non-negotiable? And who make that rule? What was the first negotiation? All these questions are the reason why they don't want to have any conversation, because answering all these questions will prove to you that there was actually no structure, no nothing. Everything was like a pseudo country. Now, let's break it down. Boko Haram's government and the Eastern Nigeria politicians, using the advantage of the anger of the IPOB, as well as the young Biafrans in Igbo land and outside Igbo land, using their anger and their grievances, leveraging on that to scale up violence, since it will be easier to blame it on them, even without any substantial proof that they committed any of this crime. Now, deliberately, Buhari's government and the rest of them, they have agreed and they have moved military down to the Eastern Nigeria for the past 1 week now. And they called it Operation Golden Dawn. Golden Dawn, to hunt down every young Biafran, every young Igbo man, woman, you know what I mean? Anyone they point at, hunt them down. Not because you want to try them for any crime, because they've committed none. Just hunt them down and kill them. That is the meaning of Operation Golden Dawn. But in Lagos, they are busy celebrating a revived dead Maiyegun as well. Because according to them, Boko Haram can continue to kill them in the east. That's what they wanted. And that is Nigeria. Just same way, they believe that whether they kill them in Yobe, in Bauchi, in Adamawa, in Kaduna, in Borno, in Niger, in Nasarawa, in Zamfara, in all these places, it doesn't matter. As long as Oga still they making home money. And I told people, I said, listen, when you see them come around to hunt people in Eastern Nigeria, we need to talk about it. We shouldn't cherry pick what is more important to talk about, who is more important to defend. Because when it is your turn, you probably won't have anybody else to defend you. The only chance you have is to what? Is to stand up for those who can stand up for themselves. As you know it right now, it is a state-sponsored terrorism in Eastern Nigeria. So when I saw the Biafran flag today, yeah, and I felt like, and I saw the Oduduwa flag today as well, and I felt like, no, this looks so kind of natural. These are things you can relate with. But guess what? In Nigeria, you have a Boko Haram flag inside Aso Rock. Do you all remember when they said they have captured Sambisa? And in that Sambisa, after clearing Sambisa, they said they've cleared all Sambisa of Boko Haram. And they couldn't find any terrorists, but they found their flag. They didn't find Shekau. They caught his flag and his Quran. That flag, that Shekau and his gang sworn that one day that flag will be flying over Nigeria. That was what happened. They took that flag into Aso Rock. Bukwari held the flag on one hand, where Buratai the Butcher held the flag on the other hand, and they celebrated the arrival of the flag, of the jihadi flag inside Aso Rock. Do you know that that flag is still inside Aso Rock, yeah? That's why we call it the Old Rock. But them going into Eastern Nigeria to start this killing, it's not by accident, okay? And I have been reading the controversy again. There are all these Tifnumbu jobless boys on social media are beginning to promote their usual, because that's the only way people like Tifnumbu and gang can maintain power in that contraption called Nigeria, by playing divisive politics. That's the only way they can keep any power, right? Now they have started that too. The tribal division, Igbo versus Yoruba. You are going to be reading a lot of all those things in the next couple of days. Those who are going to champion that and escalate it, they are going to be the Lagos Abobakus, the Oshogbo Alimajiris, the humbled slaves, the obedient fools, the sophisticated morons, their uncles and aunties abroad, the Mumadus, the Bele lecturers, the Mumu lecturers, including those their cousins across the Niger. I'm talking about the social media bandits, the Facebook herdsmen. They will fire on the Igbo versus Yoruba, because that is the only thing they can use to further entrench themselves in that old nonsense they have. But they have a shocker for them. So I have been reading that already. But that shouldn't in any way make any of you play into their hands. Don't waste your time trying to think you have history or that or this to defend that kind of mumurity. The reason is this. That is exactly what they want you to do. They will come back and tell you that Lagos, which we know is Yoruba land, right? And a common balance that Lagos is no man's land, as they say. Now they will latch on that. And like I say, right, the phrase Lagos is no man's land is because people believe as well, and which is true, that Lagos is the mini Nigeria, as the former federal capital that attracted everyone. They said there is no household in any part of Nigeria that doesn't have at least one of their relatives in Lagos doing whatever he's doing or she is doing. Now, being a mini Lagos, Lagos is accommodating, is a Yoruba land, right? But over the years, people have lived comfortably in Yoruba land, peacefully, no tribal division, no religious sentiment, no kind of persecution, until this But Tifnumbu and gang came to Lagos. When they came to Lagos, they started this campaign of Igbos want to take over Lagos. Igbos have bought everywhere in Lagos, because the reason why they were able to seek the attention of the Yorubas at the earliest stage of 1997, 1998 was simply to tell the Yorubas that all the shops owned by the Igbos, all the lands owned by the Igbos, they were going to get them back and give them to these mumus, jobless, hopeless morons who sold the land in the first place. That is the promise they made to them 22 years, 23 years ago. And that's what they still latch on. So when you begin to read anything like that now, don't play into their hand. Don't begin to fight people you have met and related with over time, simply because Tifnumbu's lapdogs on social media are going to come for you. The question you should ask yourself is this: why should any Yoruba target any Igbo man in this Nigeria of today, if it is not because of the whatever selfish thing Nigeria is going to give to them? Now, let me rephrase, because this is what you are going to be reading on Twitter. They are fighting themselves now. Okay, they are pushing themselves, right? Now, you as a Yoruba man, as an Igbo man, or as a Tifi man, as an Hausa man, wherever you come from, watching this video now, okay, just ask yourselves that what is that thing that a Yoruba man or a Yoruba woman stands to gain attacking an Igbo man or Igbo woman over anything other than whatever Nigeria has promised them? And the only way a Yoruba man or an Igbo man will attack a Yoruba man will attack an Igbo man, abuse and fight themselves on social media, is simply because of Nigeria. So when you begin to see all these comments on social media, and you see them with their Yoruba names and all of that, just remember what I've just told you tonight, okay? These are the people who sponsored and used the social media to influence all the tribal division, hatred, things that when you ask yourself, to what end? Igbos are still marrying Yoruba. Yorubas are still doing their traditional wedding with Igbos every weekend. Things are still going on as should be. Yorubas are at Oluwole. Yorubas at Oshodi are still working as well with Yoruba. With the Igbos in Alaba, with Igbos in Ajegunle. Everyone is still doing their businesses. But on social media, for political discourse, Tifnumbu lapdogs will remind you why a Yoruba man should hate an Igbo man. So an Igbo man would then turn around and say, didn't I tell you, you can't trust the Yorubas? Look at them. Listen to me. When you play to their hand, it simply means you are not really different from them. So if you use them to attack a Yoruba man when they begin their nonsense, it simply means you are not actually different from them. You can excuse yourself. You can explain yourself away from it. You are not different from them. Now, back to the East. When you look around and say, who are those who opened the doors for the military invasion of Eastern Nigeria? Don't look elsewhere. It is not Buhari that is sending soldier to you. It is not Malamu sending soldier to you. It is not all these guys that, you might don't really like their faces. So the real people sending the soldiers, inviting them, and the real people are no other than the politicians in Eastern Nigeria. Most of all of them, majority of them I will use. Majority of them, you know what they stand for. It is for what Nigeria will reward them with. And if you don't believe me, well, this man is not a Yoruba man.
Sitting at home because of fear for their lives. If you have a policeman, to everybody, nobody is going to, obey any sit at home. Nobody is going to obey that. So we are going to do what we've been doing to safeguard the lives of our people, because we've gotten the confidence of our people that these people do not mean well for us, and that you cannot have Biafra by the way they're going about it. Meanwhile, every elite in Southeast is not desirous of Biafra. We don't want Biafra. We want to be treated equally like other regions in Nigeria. So this idea of Biafra is madness, and we have said, no, we don't want Biafra. And it's because, according to our leaders, that we are not being equally treated, that gave rise to this loophole, and people began to work on our psyche, and they began to form these agitation groups. So this is what we intend to do.
Well, it turns out that the separationist groups are not just in the southeast, they're equally in the south, and who knows where else you could hear some of these matters. And so there's a fundamental challenge that needs to be addressed by governments such that these kind of matters, the reason, for which they come up in the first place are addressed, that perhaps those might just become history if they are. But the forum equally referenced Ibubagu again. So what exactly is the current situation with that?
Before I say that, let me talk about other agitation groups from other regions. Let me say that I don't truly believe in those people that I don't mind being castigated, but the truth is that we are being given a push through pretentious, agitation, so that we will continue to, fire on. Because if we go our separate ways, the Southeast people will lose a lot. We've invested a lot in every part of this nation. And so it is not to advantage, to leave our investment and then walk away.
Well, that is Devil Umahi of Ebonyi. You might have noticed this, by the way. That is the gift I got from my Biafran brothers in Glasgow today. And it actually feels good. I don't wear cap. It, makes my head become so warm because I've got hair on, right? But I wear this with so much pride and support because I can wear this. And to the great man who actually got the idea to say, when I meet Maiyegun, I am going to give him this cap. And I'm very sure Maiyegun is going to put it on, because Maiyegun is not a pretender or a coward. I am not. In Eastern Nigeria, this man just says something now. Devulumai. The Igbos don't want Biafra. They want equality, begging. They want inclusion, begging. 61 years after Nigeria independence, an Igbo governor says Biafran is madness. All they wanted is just to be loved by Nigeria. Then he says something, that usual blackmail they use on you. Igbos have invested a lot in Nigeria. Are we going to leave all our investment and go back to the East? That is the old political trick they play on all of you. And some of you have fallen for that many times. Ladies and gentlemen, do you want me to give you the good news? Break up of a country doesn't mean you are going to lose your properties. Are there no Yorubas who own properties in the UK? Are there no Yorubas who own Igbos who own properties all over the world? There are conditions behind your properties. What they are trying to tell you is that if you move away, they are going to steal all your properties all over Nigeria, but that is not how it works. Are you with me? Every of your investment in Nigeria or any part of where they cut it off into, you have a right. The fact that you are actually there, because it's just like when Scotland wanted to, when we wanted to do our referendum. And many of us who were living in Scotland from all over the world, right? Since we were residents, right? We were able to participate. So if we had voted there, yes, it simply means in the new country, we will get into the process of becoming citizens if we want to, or if we just want to be residents to continue to live here. That choice always comes when you break a country. Because are you saying if Nigeria break up, there will be no Igbo people living in Yoruba land? Are you saying if Nigeria break up, there will be no Hausa Fulani people living in Yoruba land? Are there no Ghanaians living in Yoruba land today? Are they not buying properties in Lagos, buying properties in Yoruba land? Are they not doing businesses in Yoruba land right now, where they are sending their profit back to their own countries? How many Africans are living in Yoruba land, especially in Lagos today? How many foreigners are actually Africans are living in different parts of southern Nigeria today? Are you saying that when Nigeria break up, all of you will begin to go and get free houses, free electronic shops? Alaba, you just walk into a place, hey, we don't break up, all the Igbos must leave. Come on, that barbarism, that kind of barbaric behavior that your forefathers did during the Nigerian genocide, right? Even if it is 100 years. Are you with me? I have seen history whereby the crimes committed 200 years ago are misties. People are now being prosecuted and even convicted, even though they are dead years ago. Whatever record history have for them, the latest history of them, of what they did to human beings back then, 200 years ago, 100 years ago, their generation and the rest of them thinking their forefathers were heroes. So don't worry yourself. Whatever they are doing today, history won't forget and forgive them. Are you with me? So don't think what they did in 1960 to 1969, 1967 to 1970. Don't think what they did then is going to happen again. This is 21st century. Are you with me? 21st century. And that is the stage Nigeria is going. The genocide being carried out in eastern Nigeria cannot be hidden. And I love what this brother said. You see, it has gotten to a stage whereby if you put on this in Nigeria now, if I put this on now, in Nigeria, I am 90% guaranteed that I will be arrested. And that would be me being lucky if I'm arrested. Very lucky. You know that some people said, if they look at, some said, I didn't know you are a Yoruba man. No. I have been watching you all these years. I actually thought you were an Igbo man and all that. Now, so Nigerian police go see me, especially if I put this on. Immediately, automatically, even if I'm speaking Ijebu, they will say, na Biafran. He's here to learn the language. Shoot him. Don't arrest him, shoot him. I will be shot and killed for putting this on. If you don't believe me, should be me not to get name. Abi, I'm not too that big. Abi, watch this. This one is a veteran Nollywood actor. And they did this to him. While, just before you watch that, so you know what is going on in the video, okay? Showetaluagu was picked up where he was coming from location and he was sharing food to to the people on the street there, where people were taking what he was sharing. But because he's wearing a Biafran flag-like attire, look at what they did to him. In Nigeria, an actor, veteran actor, old age actor, person where we say, apart from him being actor, being an important or what have you person, he's also an old man. Oh, see what they did to him.
Mamba. Dia ni nuka. Eni diri tiri woka aru. Eni diri tiri aru.
Again, very sorry for the quality of that video. But you saw where they dragged him out of the driver seat of that bus, an old man. So he spent the night. This is the operation called Operation Golden Dawn in eastern Nigeria. If you put anything on that, and you know why they said that? They said they have prescribed IPOB. They prescribed self-determination campaigning group who have committed no crime. But as you are watching this video, Boko Haram, do you know that Boko Haram is not a terrorist organization in Nigerian government book? Do you know that? Do you also know that the world fourth deadliest terror group, Fulani Artsmen, Fulani Armed Artsmen, the terrorist group, yeah, they are the fourth deadliest in the whole world. Do you know that they are not a terrorist group organization in Nigeria? They even have a spokesperson called Gumi. Osama bin Gumi. They even have an organization that continually threaten the rest of southern Nigeria on their behalf, the Fulani terrorists. I'm talking about the Miyetti Allah. Do you know that? Well, if I put this on, I am supporting terrorism. And I'm glad I've made videos. I take pictures. I know they come your Nigeria. I know they go Taliban place. Do you understand that now? I won't. Because you know what they do to people out there. And when they take everyone that exposes them, are we not all doomed and consumed? A hell of a place that should be exposed enough in order to save lives. A veteran actor for putting on clothes. He was brutalized. He was assaulted. They thrown him in their jail. He slept there overnight. Then the day after, they released him. And we were all happy. Until
because of fear.
We're all happy.
Thank you very much, members of Actors Guild of Nigeria. Mr. President sent me here yesterday because of the problem with the army had with Chiwetelagi. I am here at the division, Nigerian Army headquarters in Enugu. This is Chiwetelagi. Mr. President, Emeka Rulers, this is Chiwetelagi. He is hale and healthy. Nothing happened to him. He is accepted with the army, and he is actually a happy man. Do you have anything to say to him?
Keep on supporting knowledge. It's the only hope, the only baby we have to sustain both our public and our private lives. Thank you very much.
That was the last we saw of him. And that was 2 days ago. Guess what? Immediately after that video, to thank the Actors Guild of Nigeria, AGN or something, I'm not sure if that's what they're called anyway, but yeah, Actors Group anyway in Nigeria, to thank them for coming to his rescue and then being released. Guess what happened next? Daura Secret Service snatched him. For 2 days now, he's been in detention of Daura Secret Service, but his location is unknown. Nobody knows where he is right now. For wearing a cloth. A known veteran actor, somebody who has contributed to Nigeria more than what Boko Haram has ever contributed. Because what Boko Haram does is take, like his friend, the Jaga bandits, the jaga weary, the jaga addicts, the jaga criminal, aṣíwájú àwọn olè, aṣíwájú àwọn gbéwìrì, aṣíwájú àwọn apààyàn, Tinubu, of Lagos, the friend to lifeless Muhammadu Buhari, the lifeless Maiyegun, where they are now saying, well, maybe he would come back to fix what Buhari couldn't do. In one of the occasions, he actually suggested this. Remember?
Put 50 million youths into the army and the
So when you see those youth who are going to come after you for still standing, please remember, even the way they are speaking for, the demented, drug-slaughtered pretender called Tinubu, a man that cannot figure out what his next, what do you call it? His next mood is going to be, whether it's going to be that of a loss, completely confused, or totally disoriented man. Now, a man who was so confident, maybe you have forgotten, a man who was so confident that Buhari and the righteous in power, you will not have to run away from your home. You will not have to become a beggar on social media. You will never become what they have made you now, alive. But if they didn't make you what they have made you, right? How would you be so useful to them? By trying to make others to listen to this kind of people. But somebody actually said it better. That was the opening video I shared with you earlier. I want us to listen to the entire video. What this man said, Nigeria is dead. And you'll get to know a little bit about that soon.
Yeah. Well, to answer your question, to me, Nigeria is dead. So, I'm not prophesying upon Nigeria. It's a reality. You know, Nigeria is dead, it's on coma, and it will never rise up. Nah. You see, I'm very optimistic, and I'm calling a spade a spade. Let me tell you the fact. It's a fact, factual, whatever it is, Nigeria is dead. I can never raise, can never. That is for God. God himself is tired of Nigeria. Let me tell you one thing. It's in the Bible. Solomon's kingdom was what? Divided, was torn into pieces. Nigeria's government is torn into pieces. That is a fact. Biafra will go, Yoruba nation will go. I'm rooting for Yoruba nation. So if we say I'm a future leader of Yoruba nation, I claim it. I'll forget it. That's a fact. Let me tell you one thing. Before you guys were born, that are even older than me, you will be prophesying good things for Nigeria. You will be saying Nigeria will be better. That's number one. Number two, before you guys were born, that are older than me, they'll be telling you that you are the leaders of what? Of tomorrow. People, Pastor Chola, you are older than me now. And they told you that you are the leaders of tomorrow. Leaders of tomorrow now, they are even great-grandparents right now. Leaders of tomorrow, they are great-grandparents. So why? You see, it's a common sense. Don't waste your time speaking faith. Speak faith into your own life, personally. The only achievement in Nigeria right now, hello, everybody. The only achievement in Nigeria is individually based. In Nigeria, you are your own president. When you build your own house, you have your own borehole. Ordinary borehole, the government cannot even provide. You are your own president of your own house in Nigeria. You do your own borehole, you bring your own light, you do everything by yourself. Do you know right now? Is it back in the day when you guys are growing up? You used to enjoy road trip. Right now, can you tell me you can enjoy road trip? Even within your state region, not even tribal region, your state region. I'm from Akure. I cannot drive 20 minutes drive to Ondo town. Because I'll be thinking that Fulani people, no, not Fulani people, the bandits will appear. Whenever I'm going to Nigeria right now, I'm going to take a flight from Lagos to Akure. Now, why? Because Akure has airport. What about people from Ondo? They don't have airport. What about people from Indo? They don't have airport. What about Ekiti State? Ekiti State don't even have airport. What about that? Your own region, no security, and you are speaking French to Nigeria? Nigeria is gone. God will help you. The only way God will help you is referendum. Yoruba nation, Biafra, Arewa, let everybody go on his own.
On point.
That is the truth of the matter. And let me say this before I give you the. Now let me say this before I give you the mic, guys. I want you guys to understand this thing. You know. In America, only one language. Am I making sense here? In America, only one language. Tell me any country that is unilateral or unilingual. That country is a developed country. But when you see a country that has more than 20 languages, more than 30 languages, more than 50. Now, even in my state, we have different accents, different dialects. And you want to tell me that nation will move forward? It's not possible. It's not confusion. England, English. Spain, Spanish. America, English. Canada, English. So why are we deceiving ourselves? That's it. I can be talking for the next 1 million hours. Let me just give you now.
Thank you so much, Ambassador Nero. See, your fans there, Ambassador Nero. Let me say this. How many Nigerians do we have in the house? If you're in Nigeria, if you were born in Nigeria, you're Nigerian. How many people?
It's getting to that. People said the reason why people now have talking points. People don't just say break Nigeria, break Nigeria. With the programs like Maiyegun's Diary, Politico, Simon Ekpa, Olayomi Koiki, Mama Dara. I always call her Mommy Dara anyway. Dara Talk Show. We have a lot of people whose platform have given you valid talking points. But guess what? The one Nigerians and those that are destined to be consumed by their one Nigeria, they don't want to have a conversation with you. Okay? But the moment they do have one, people have told me, they said, Maiyegun, I walk into places now. When I want to tell them about why Nigeria is not working, people will be telling me that, have you been watching Maiyegun, or where are you getting all this information from? They sound new to them, but they are not new. It's just how you place them. And that's what you get on Maiyegun's Diary. Talking points. Things that got you thinking. That made you feel like, wow. I never thought like that before. In fact, I never actually see it that way. Oh, no wonder. You know what I mean? Then it will make it easier for you to walk anywhere and say, let me tell you something, this country can work. They say, don't just say that. Don't just say that. Why can't you just say it cannot work? God can say, listen, leave God out of it. Let me tell you why it can't work, okay? When that guy was talking, are you not enjoying it? Are you not following the facts? Can any of us disprove all of what is presented as not good enough to decide for referendum? Where let people know how many people won't go, how many people won't stay. That is why we will never stop talking until all of you are talking like Maiyegun. When I met that mama today at our big vibrant mother that attended the rally in Glasgow today, She was just firing and firing and firing. The rain started. She was on and I was like, no cup of coffee or tea. Mama has been speaking for over 30 minutes. Non-stop. She did not mix one with another. Everything all the way. When she go this way, she will come back this way, take you another way. You know, talking points. We will never stop talking until everybody can talk like that. Look at what they are doing in Imo State. Look at what they are doing in Ebonyi State. Look at what they are doing in Anambra State. Anambra is completely on fire, and their governor was even. I think that is where our brother said, Maiyegun is drunk. He's drunk when he said Nigeria or Anambra will win instead of Abga. But again, slip of tongue. I do that too many times, and I haven't been accused of being drunk. So I'm going to go. Some people wanted to hear Mama. They said, Maiyegun, where's Mama's video? Let me see where I can get that off for you. Just to listen to what she shared with us today. You can watch it on Maiyegun's Diary Politico. She had a whole episode for her. For herself on that feed. I'm going to go see if I can find it and share with you. If you go on to Maiyegun's Diary Politico on Facebook, and we're also going to be uploading all our videos that were recorded today.
We're not going back. Yes. We are not going back. We will remain. We will fight them with everything we have.
That's right. So let me see if I can share Mama with you. She's an amazing, amazing woman, honestly speaking. I just call her mommy. You know, I know she's watching. She said, Maiyegun, I can't sleep. I don't go to bed without watching you. My children said, Mommy, hey, are you sure you want to go to Glasgow to go and see Maiyegun? Glasgow. And she was like, yes, so I'm going to see him. I am going there. I want to see him. I want to touch him. I want to hold him. I want to hug him. And that's what happened. We did a lot of that, right? Let me see if I can get our audio up. Tell me if you probably can hear anything. I'm not sure you'll hear anything, but that's on your screen. Let's see.
God will bestow upon him wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that we check that nation in Jesus' name. If God wants to check a thing, God knows the way to check it. He said he brings things that are not even of importance to confound the wise. All those people in high places, they are wondering, who is Maiyegun General? Who is this man? Who is this man? He's not doing it. And daddy is looking. Who is this Maiyegun General? It is the doing of our God. Our God is faithful. He has started it and he will complete it. Amen. He has started it, he will complete it. Amen.
Now, please let me know. Can you hear the audio? Can you hear us talk? I'm gonna read the comment, yeah, to be sure that you can hear the audio. So I don't just play you blank. But that's Mama talking. She was praying for me.
Like Muhammad Buhari said, they should go and look for crazy roots. And our land is not for crazy roots. He said he's going to Anambra with the military men to start killing. We know he cannot do it. He cannot. Because the heavens will shake him. The heavens will shake him. Because he is already destined that Nebuchadnezzar, like Pharaoh, is destined to die. And he will surely. But one thing I would like to tell all of us standing here, Nigerians, you are here in Nigeria, you are still going to parties. You are still doing Owambe. You think people are silly. The people in diaspora, we see a lot, we had a lot. That's right. We are afraid of what we are seeing ahead. The killing they plan to do. Do you remember that the man, the Obadiah that was killed recently, it was because he said the truth. Yes. He said the second quarter they are coming. He said in 2022 they are going to start a civil war. You Yorubas, mo dúró síwájú yín lọ́sàn yìí, mo fi títóbi Ọlọ́run bá yín sọ̀rọ̀. Ìránṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run ni mí, ṣùgbọ́n still òtítọ́ jẹ́ òtítọ́, òdodo jẹ́ òdodo. Wọ́n ń pa ọmọlàkejì rẹ, oníkòkò ẹ̀ ìwọ tún lọ dìbò ẹ̀ ń pe Tinubu ní president ẹ̀ ní pé wàhálà ti wà ẹ̀ ló lọ fún ẹ náà £100 £100 £1,000 ó fẹ́ lọ dìbò káwọn kan dẹ̀ máa kú àwa Yorùbá sọ pé à ń lọ àbọ̀ ògbó ni àwa Yorùbá fẹ́ lọ Biafra wants to leave. Biafra nation has been before Nigeria. Before the amalgamation in 1914, Biafra has been. Yoruba nation has been. But because of what Britain we gain, because of their selfish hand, they joined us together. Now, it is no more working. Because of their benefits they get, they don't want to let us go. Any Yoruba, we are in Britain, but we are not having it all. We are in pain. We don't sleep because of you. And so, nítorí pé àwọn tó ń plan lẹ́yìn lórí, wọ́n fẹ́ pa irun. Wọ́n fẹ́ máa wọlé jólè, ẹ̀yin Yorùbá. Wọ́n fẹ́ máa wọlé jólè. Wọ́n fẹ́ máa wọlé pa yín. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ ènìyàn ẹ̀dẹ̀ dìde. Ẹ̀ dìde. Kò ń ṣe pàwọ́ fẹ́ wàhálà. Ṣùgbọ́n ti plan ẹ̀. Dr. Obadaya, ó sọ fún gbogbo àgbáyé wípé máa pa gbogbo èèyàn. Wọ́n fẹ́ pa bó ṣe ṣe Syria, bó ṣe ṣe Afghanistan, bó ṣe ṣe Yemen. Bó ṣe ṣe Yemen. Ẹ̀yin Yorùbá, ẹ jókòó sílẹ̀, mo ń bẹ̀ yín ni. Ọmọ Yorùbá ni mí o. Ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ ṣáà rí bí ṣe múra wú mo mọ̀ wọṣọ báyìí ni. Kẹ́lẹ́ mọ̀ pé mi ṣe Haúsá, mi ìdẹ̀ ṣe Haúsá. Ẹ jọ ń tọrọ Ọlọ́run mo fọlọ́run bẹ̀ yín. Mo fọlọ́run bẹ̀ yẹn dìde. Ẹ jáde. Ẹ fohùn rere. Ẹ kún sí gbogbo ènìyàn létí wípé Fúlàní fẹ́ pa yín. Wọ́n fẹ́ pa yín. Ẹ má jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Kò ṣòro eré. Tó bá jẹ́rẹ́ ni.
Referendum.
Tó bá jẹ́rẹ́ ni àwọn àníwá síbí o. Buhari tó tọ́ ni o. Ọ̀ṣínbàjò Yorùbá ni. But ó ti dì í lọ́wọ́. Ó ti dì í lẹ́sẹ̀. Kò lè sọ̀rọ̀. Kò tó bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n á padà nù. Kò dẹ̀ lè tẹ̀mí ẹ̀ ṣe sàárà nítorí ìwọ náà dìde ọ̀rẹ́ mi dìde ìyá mi dìde bọ̀dá mi dìde. Nàìjíríà ó ti tán ó ti jẹ́wọ́ tán pátápátá. Gbogbo owó tó ní lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ òun làwọn ń ná lọ́hùn. Gbogbo fáàtì wa táwa ń ṣe gbogbo iléeṣẹ́ wa gbogbo ìpàdé owó tó bá ti rí òun lọ. Wọ́n fẹ́ ká mú kọ́ mu tí o. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ń gba báàtì lórí ọtí. Wọ́n gba báàtì lórí ọtí. Wọ́n dẹ̀ mu tí òun tí bí wèrè. Òun tí bẹ́ẹ̀ tó ti bọ́jọ́ kú. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn mọ́là ló ń gba báàtì ẹ̀. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ń lò. Yorùbá, Biafran, get up. Biafran, see Kanu is in prison because of you. A man of God, a man that see the fear of God in him. That people see the fear of God in him. He didn't kept in the prison because of you. Why are you still struggling because of the naira they eat you? Why are you denying Kanu? You better get up. You are running to go and do the voting. The voting we've been doing, and it has been lies upon lies. It has been lies upon lies. They manipulate us. You can see in the north, little children, they vote. Little children vote. Who has ever complained? Are you not a fool? You've seen children voting in the north. Have you ever mentioned it one day? Have you ever complained? You never did. Because you are not wise. You are not wise. The wisdom of God is not in you. When you are guarded, you are able with the wisdom of God. You will know many things and you will not be able to keep quiet. They cannot be doing evil and you say you are a pastor. You are a pastor and they are doing evil and you kept quiet. What are you going to tell Christ on the last day? What are you going to tell him? He said, you are your brother's keeper. He said, if you love me, keep my sheep, feed my sheep. You are a pastor, yes, a man of God, getting ready for the rapture, yes, good and nice, yes, but the children God gave to you, they are dying. They are in the villages. They are killing them. They burn them overnight. Pastors of great churches. I won't mention your name. The God that called you.
That's a really long video. Not too long. It's like about 27 minutes. She was on the roll. And if you have time, go on to Maiyegun's Diary Politico on Facebook and listen to it. There's another better version that is, masterly recorded. We are going to stream that live sometimes, anytime from now. So which means that you can rewatch the full protest. People are saying that, what happened now? Why are you not many? Let me tell you what happened. Many of those who came, they somehow, which I, wouldn't be able to judge them. Many of those who came, they were sitting in those open space you are seeing. They didn't join us. Some of them came because they wanted to see, is that Maiyegun? I want to see him live. Let's see what it looks like. And when we finished, they all came back to join us. And indeed, it was really, really a great day. And I was really happy to see everyone. Just like they were so happy to see me, right? We did our best today. We've told the story. And those who are covering them up on the killings in Nigeria, please remind them that the record has their names and the atrocities they've committed. If it is your Tifnubu 2023 is the new swagger, the new drug in town, please get high. When you're sober, I'll be here to remind you that where we left it off, are you back now to take it on? That will be up to you. To my friends watching on YouTube, well, I don't know how we always do it, right? Even though we're over 2,000 on YouTube, we only get just about 600 of us who are like, oh, Maiyegun, well done. You can give me that thumb up under the video just before you go. I am going to see you some other time, which is going to be tomorrow evening. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. And I'll see you some other time. Enjoy your evening.
My people make we shout,